Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker is a high school student living with his Aunt May and Uncle Ben. He's bullied by Flash Thompson, he has no best friend, and he's harboring a crush on Gwen Stacy. In this version of Spider-Man, Peter's parents aren't dead, but instead were scientists working on a top-secret project that had disappeared years prior. Except we do learn eventually that during their disappearance, they are in fact killed. Upon finding research documents from his father, Peter discovers that his father was working on cross-species genetics with Dr. Curt Connors at Oscorp. Peter sneaks into Oscorp to discover more and is bitten by a radioactive spider that gives him spider powers. Peter brings his father's research to Dr. Connors, who was missing his right arm, which holds the final pieces needed for Connors' experiments on regenerating missing limbs. Connors has been pressured by Oscorp superiors to expedite his experiments as Oscorp CEO Norman Osborn was dying. Oscorp wanted to begin running human trials of Dr. Connors' newly created serum. Not wanting innocent people to be subjected to the untested serum, Connors decides to test it on himself first and is shocked to discover that his missing right arm actually grows back. Meanwhile, Uncle Ben is killed trying to stop a thief that Peter lets escape from a store. This spurns Peter to create a suit and web shooters to become Spider-Man, scouring the city's criminals in the hopes of finding his uncle's killer. Peter also develops a relationship with Gwen Stacy and eventually confesses to her that he's Spider-Man. Dr. Connors' serum eventually begins to corrupt him and transform him into a giant human-lizard hybrid. The lizard begins terrorizing the city and plans to release his serum in a chemical cloud from Oscorp Tower that would turn all humans into lizard hybrids. Gwen Stacy is able to create an antidote chemical that reverts Connors back to his human form, and Spider-Man has him arrested. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Peter's childhood best friend Harry returns home to attend to his dying father. Norman Osborn has a genetic disease that would soon develop in Harry as well. After Norman dies, Harry is named the new CEO of Oscorp and deduces that the blood of Spider-Man could potentially save his life. Harry turns to Peter, who seemingly has a relationship with Spider-Man, for assistance in obtaining some of Spider-Man's blood. Peter refuses to help Harry, fearing it would lead to another mutation similar to Dr. Connors. Meanwhile, an awkward Spider-Man superfan and Oscorp employee Max Dillon accidentally falls into a tank of genetically engineered electric eels. The eels attack him and he becomes an unstable electrical being known as Electro. Harry is framed for the accident and removed as CEO of Oscorp. Harry then teams up with Electro to break back into the Oscorp building where Harry steals his father's experimental Green Goblin equipment. The chemicals made from spider venom accelerates Harry's illness and further corrupts his mind. After discovering that his best friend Peter was in fact Spider-Man, Harry becomes bitter at Peter's refusal to provide his blood and seeks revenge. Spider-Man and Electro fight, resulting in Peter and Gwen overcharging Electro's body with electricity, killing him. Harry then kidnaps Gwen and takes her to the top of a clock tower. Peter defeats Harry, but Gwen falls from the top of the tower. Peter uses his web to catch Gwen, but the web stretches and Gwen's head slams into the ground, killing her. A distraught and guilt-ridden Peter then quits his role as Spider-Man. As months pass, Peter reflects on Gwen and realizes she would have wanted him to continue on as Spider-Man. And so, when a Russian thug in a Rhino mech suit begins rampaging through the city streets, Peter Parker suits up once again as Spider-Man to protect the people of New York City.